Hey guys, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, and SoundCloud podcast where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. This week, I wanted to give you guys an update on my new Business Buyer Adventure Group coaching program because I launched it about a month ago. So far, 7 different people have taken the plunge and gotten into the group, and there are people from all over. We've got members from California, Alberta, Singapore, Texas, and Michigan, as well as someone who reached out to me yesterday from the UK who's likely going to be signing up here today. So what is Business Buyer Adventure exactly? It's a group coaching program, but it's also a place where people get additional content and access to me at a greater level. And it's for people who've taken the Business Buyer Advantage program. So they've already done the Business Buyer Advantage online course, and now they want to apply what they've learned and develop their skills and actually get out and do things that will help them buy a business. So some of the things that we do in the club, in the adventure. First of all, we do adventure calls, which are Q&A calls. They're basically huddles with me and the members where they ask a bunch of questions. So last week we had our first adventure call. There were about 15 questions that we covered in an hour. And then those videos get indexed so that members of the group, whenever they want to search by topic, are able to find references to those calls and go back and review information if they want at any point in the future. We also work together on our goal management. So yesterday we had our first Hunt Club call where the people that have finished the preparation materials are now actually establishing goals for themselves with respect to finding and buying an existing profitable business. And so what we do is we go through each goal as a group. We analyze it to make sure that it's a SMART goal, so specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, to make sure that people can actually know whether or not they're being successful with respect to their goals, and so that we can review them to make sure that they're not setting their sights too high, that they're actually creating a realistic outcome of what they want to get accomplished in the month that will move them towards that goal of finding that successful business that they've defined. We also get some expert calls. So back in June, I did an expert call. It's about an hour long with Craig Melby, who's a commercial lease expert, where we busted some of the most common misconceptions and myths about commercial leases, which of course is of real importance to anyone who's ever going to buy a business that might be in a leased location. In July, our expert call was with Kim Orleski, who does sales training with companies all over. And what we talked about was ways that you could identify whether the sales department in a business that you were looking at was actually underperforming or not. Because this, of course, can create an opportunity when you buy a business if you can see, hey, I know that these salespeople are not performing to their maximum potential. Now improving the sales organization is going to be one of the things I'm going to do to increase sales and profitability. Online marketing is a big thing for businesses, and for next month, for August, our expert call is going to be with Mark Mawhinney, who has successfully grown a Facebook group up to 13,000 members and uses it almost exclusively as the marketing vehicle for his own business. And I am going to be talking with Mark about how any business basically that sells to anyone is going to be able to use something like a Facebook group in order to successfully market their business. So that's sort of the expert call features that are within the club. And then I've also got a call, in fact, I did the recording already with Artie, who is a former graduate of the Business Buyer Advantage program who has already completed 2 successful acquisitions. And I had a great discussion with him about what he found in the marketplace, some of the interactions he's had with sellers, and some very interesting comments about some of the competition he's run into out there in the world of people trying to buy businesses. So basically, we get together, we have a community, there's a place online where all the members can talk with each other. We also do exposés and get to know each other very well. So far I've already released 3 member spotlight calls where I talk one-on-one with a group member to get an idea of what their background is, what their goals are, what they're trying to achieve, and what their own area of expertise is. Because people who are members of the group are also coming from largely professional backgrounds where they've got experience and expertise, either professionally as managers or professionals like engineers, accountants, etc., or they already own their own businesses. And this is one of the interesting things, is about half of the people who are in Business Buyer Adventure right now already own businesses, and they're in the group because they want to grow through acquisition. So there was a launch deal where you could get a discount, and here's how Business Buyer Adventure works. Basically, it's priced at the same price as an hour of my one-on-one consulting time. So people call me up on the phone, or they reach out to me and they say, David, I want to talk to you about a project, and I charge them $150 US an hour. So the monthly membership fee for Business Buyer Adventure is $147 US per month. So it's a great deal for the members because you get several hours of additional content and, group cohesion and learning from each other for what it would cost you to talk with me for an hour anyway in the month. And I want to get that up to a dozen people. And so here's the deal. There's a 20% founders deal link that I've been promoting through my email list, and I've announced it here on this channel when a Business Buyer Adventure first came out. That link now is only good for the next 5 people. So it's now limited. The next 5 people who use it are going to be able to get 20% off that normal fee, and then the discounting will be done because I'm already thinking that I'm offering too much value at too good a price at $147 a month. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you want a fire lit under your butt to actually get you to do things every month to move you towards your goal of buying a business, and that's where the accountability comes in helping to motivate you, because you don't want to come to one of those Hunt Club calls and have to admit that you didn't do anything, right? If you're going to set the goal in front of everybody, then you have to put the work into it and make it happen. And this is going to help you realize your goals. So if you think that this is of value to you, the additional content, the extra time with me, and the interaction with other people who have the same goal, then sign up right away. Next 5 people get that discount forever. So even if they're in for a year or a year and a half, you're still never going to pay any kind of price increase regardless of what happens to the regular price of the program. So it would be great to have you in the club. Sign up. The link is down below or in the email. And I'll keep you guys apprised as things move forward. But we've already got one member who looks like they're getting ready to make an offer, and we've only just begun. So with that, we'll talk to you soon. If you want to learn more about how I can help you buy a business, go to businessbuyeradvantage.com. You will find out more about the Business Buyer Advantage online course, which is the prerequisite to the Business Buyer Adventure group coaching program. But all the information's on that website, businessbuyeradvantage.com. And we'll see you later. Ciao.